early centuries of Christianity, the term Christ had profound significance. It indicated the kingship of God and its breadth and height. One could say it refers to a cosmic reality, a universal presence of God in everything. But over time, this understanding narrowed to an exclusive focus on the historical figure of Jesus of Nazareth. Welcome to the Sebcast, where we turn our beloved stories on their heads, examining what history might have overlooked and discovering anew, all while growing together. This narrowing of Jesus as the Christ has had far-reaching consequences, not only for theology but for how we live, love, and coexist. You will naturally ask what the difference is between Jesus and the Christ, or a more pertinent question is, how do we understand them together? Christ is not a nickname or a surname. We must understand and hear this very clearly. It is a title that signifies an eternal cosmic reality, akin to kingship, which has always existed and will always reign. Jesus is the man from Nazareth, but Christ is the universal, eternal presence of God in matter and history. Hear me today when I say the following. I am not trying to be clever. I am not trying to lead you astray. I want to broaden your understanding of God as it deserves to be understood. When we limit Christ to just Jesus of Nazareth, we lose the vision of God's presence in all of creation. We begin to see God as absent in my own life, in nature, in other cultures, in people who are different from me, and in my particular understanding of Jesus. So what, you might ask, are the consequences of a limited Christ? It has a very logical development in our lives, because by limiting Christ, we have created a world where some people are considered inside and others outside. We have seen the earth as a resource to be used rather than a sacred space to be honored. We have waged war in the name of a God we did not fully understand, and faithfully blamed this God for the hardships of this world. We miss the overarching kingdom of our King. But there is another way. When we perceive Christ as the presence of God in everything and everyone, we begin to approach the world differently. We see God in the face of the stranger, in the beauty of nature, in the silence of our hearts. This vision invites us to a life of compassion, justice, connection, presence, generosity, and all that is good. It compels us to a new way of seeing. The invitation is to open our eyes to see Christ everywhere, not just in churches or sacred texts, but in the everyday, in the ordinary, in the other. Because when we see Christ everywhere, we begin to live differently. We start to love without boundaries, serve without reservation, and live with a deep respect for all that is, and ironically, we begin to build a network that the world desires and wants to share in. Sometimes the greatest misunderstanding is the one that has been right in front of our eyes for 2,000 years. Until tomorrow, take care.